Hey everyone, Sir Termo here again. So today I'm gonna bring you some Swain Nora gameplay. I got this Swain control idea kind of from Majinbe. I know Majinbe posted a video recently playing Swain Twisted Fate where he says that he's tired of all these Aatrox decks, right? And he's right. Swain package does very well against Aatrox, but instead of Swain TF, I feel like Swain Nora is in a little bit of a better position because you get access to the Bando City tools. So this way we get to play stuff like Minimorph, right? We even get to play Signpost now, which can be a pseudo deny. I Loot Travelers, which is really good at potentially hitting like the Aatrox, or if you're going against Seraphine, it could hit the Bakali bar, right? So you're able to play these tools from Bando City. Heck, Portapalooza and Nora themselves are very good at giving you a lot of blockers, and Pokestick gives you a lot of block. That allows you to kind of stabilize against their units, while still being able to play the same things from the Swain package, the Leviathan, the Swains, the Scorchers, the Flocks, the Disintegrates, that allow you to stop all those Aatrox Brain decks, or even Aatrox, or even the Seraphine Bakali bar decks, right? So I think this combination is really well positioned in the current meta, and I found this deck in Lore Master doing really well in the stats, so I figured I should give it a shot and showcase it for you. It's not a brand new deck. There's been players that spanned this deck a few months ago. I think Rattling Bones was one of the first ones that was playing a lot of Nora Swain, and I think it still holds up pretty well. So if you're looking for like a control archetype that's not exactly Shadow Owls, that does really well against like the massive decks like Aatrox, I think this is the deck for you. So I hope that you're going to enjoy the games today. Now, again, this deck is very controlly. Usually, I'm trying to start off early on with like Nora, Construct, or the Portapalooza, and just have a bunch of portals in the top of my deck that gives me blockers. And that lets me stall out long enough to then bring out the Swain and the Leviathan to kind of close out the game and lock them out. So early on, you're looking for those portal units, those early units, and then transition for like lock them down with Swain and Leviathan to finish the game. Aside from that, in the mid game, you're just kind of flocking things, removing things, and going from there. Just be careful. You might run out of resources in those situations. That's why the Portapalooza and the Pokesticks are so critical. So just be mindful of that as you play games. You're gonna see a game later today in this video where we went against Sunny, and we kind of experienced that we kind of ran out of resources. I don't think there's a lot else that I can say about this deck. You just have to see us play it and kind of see how we end up controlling the opponent's board. So hope you enjoyed the game today, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post a lot of videos every single day. I'll see you at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. In this matchup, we're going against Barrios Pantheon. I haven't seen a lot of people play this deck recently, so should be interesting. Sentry Flock, it's not bad. Seems a little bit too slow though. I don't know if I need this Sentry this early. Yeah, I don't know if I need this early. I might regret mulliganing this away, but I think I'm looking for like Portapalooza. Portapalooza, Disintegrate's not bad. We get the Flock back in our hand anyways. So Portapalooza is really nice. We wanna start getting our portals in the deck as soon as possible. So one thing I have learned is that you wanna mulligan for like Portapalooza, you wanna mulligan for Nora. I only kept the Conchologist because I figured I was gonna need blockers for things like this. But I definitely wish I had like a Nora or something similar instead. So we go here, opponent gets a nice attack, that's cool. Lightning Rush is not bad. Legendary Charge is kind of funny because it lets me draw the Leviathan for later into the game. So I'm actually gonna go for the Legendary Charge. Our hand is low value enough that I think this game is gonna go the long ways. We have Pokeflux Disintegrate, we get Nora, we're gonna just play the Nora. Opponent doesn't have any equipment, so they don't have a way to kill my Nora. Right? Because they usually only play the Fierce Welder to be able to actually kill stuff. We can also always Legendary Charge to block that Fearsome. I don't know if that's actually what we want to do though. Don't know if that's what we want to do. I really like the idea of having this as a draw for Leviathan. But Dabakai is pushing a lot of damage too. Dabakai is pushing a lot of damage. I guess the Fearsome is just gonna get transferred over anyways.
Persistence is key.
Do we take the 5? I might just take the 5. I might just take the 5, see what the opponent does first. We can beat a Furious Welder So do we just disintegrate here then, right? I don't feel like I can take this much damage. But we're getting punished by a spell shield. I think we get too punished by a spell shield, so I don't want to. I think I'm just gonna Portapalooza and try to just level up my Nora. We have a blocker for the Fearsome later on anyways, and we're gonna have Pokestick to draw into the portals earlier. I'm gonna take the calculated risk and say that the opponent's gonna have a hard time pushing the 10 damage they need, with us having as many units as they have. Do we flock this now? There's a consideration that yes, we flock this now. Just have one less unit, because this gem is gonna go into the Wandering Shepherd, and that's a little bit annoying. This also lets me start leveling up the Swain, which is not impossible. We still have a blocker for the Bakai, still have Pokestick for later to be able to synergize with the Disintegrate. Also means I don't have to commit the Pokestick on that 3-1. So I think that's fine. Because at this point, we're just gonna go for the portals to give us the blockers that will let us survive. Because we have Pokestick and Disintegrate, we can always stop, like... My problem right now is the fact that I don't have a way to pop the Spell Shield, right? So if the opponent goes for the Furious Wielder, for example, and also has the Spell Shield as a backup, I don't actually have a way to stop it. I kind of like going for this Legendary Charge right now and just join the Levy. Start setting up the Levy, because we're about to get to that turn 7 play where Levy's gonna come down and win us the game. I'm not scared of that Barrows, even if he levels up here, because we have access to Disintegrate and we have a Fearsome blocker for the Bakai. A second Barrows is kind of scary though, because he lets him kind of target stuff. That's not a bad blocker. I mean, yeah. Okay, so they have leveled up the Barrows. They have leveled up the Barrows here. We need to have access to Poke Disintegrate, right? To play around the Spell Shield. So we have to have access to Poke Disintegrate. So this is going to be 6 mana. So we can only play something that's worth 3. We could also just Minimorph it. That's also an option. Minimorph the first Barrows. Still 3 damage though. What if we don't play? I think I have to play around it though, right? I have to play around. Because the problem is that if I let them transfer the bow, I think I have to play the Pokestick. I think I have to just do it now. I have to just do it now. Even if the opponent transfers the bow, we get access to a draw and potentially get another unit. If the opponent has the Spell Shield, we can pop it with the Pokestick. We have a blocker for their Fearsome. We can easily just block whatever he transfers the bow to. But I like doing this now. Yeah, so the opponent can transfer the bow to something else if they want to. And there we go. We get all the blockers that we were looking for. Nora's about to level up. This guy is also an amazing blocker. We can play Swain and start setting the Leviathan. Or we can also go play a Loose Travelers and discard their Pantheon.
In Twilight.
I think I like the idea of discarding their Pantheon if they have it. Like if they have Pantheon, I think their Loot Traveler is a better hit than trying to play Swain here. We could also, we could also Ancient Preparation because we don't have any portals right now on the top of our deck. So we could Ancient Preparations first and predict into something, and then a Loot Travelers, right? Maybe we get something that's actually useful to allow us to win the game. Okay, so they get their second Barrows now. By saving this Bakai versus this guy. We could destroy the equipment. But we can always do that with the Darking Bow later, by the way. I actually almost forgot about that. What if we just loop now and potentially hit that Barrows?
Elf, that's not ours.
Ooh, okay, not a Barrows, but Unforgiving Cold is not bad. Unforgiving Cold is not bad either. We could kill this Forsaken Bakai right now. Force the opponent to have another answer here. That's double momentous choice that's already being used. One Unforgiving Call out of the way. Guiding Touch. Okay. I'm okay taking that Guiding Touch out of the picture, right? Because it's gonna make it so that it's a little bit less likely for them to be able to survive against a flop later on. Double Swain is a little bit awkward. I think I'm okay just keeping my blockers. We have Minimorph for the Barrows, so the Barrows doesn't scare me. And we have Pokestick to pop the Pantheon Spell Shield. Furious Welder. I think we just block it. That also gets my Swain almost leveled up. Opponent already used their Guiding Touch. I think the flock is definitely better, right? We go like this. We can play Swain, or we can play Ancient Prep. I guess we can play both too. But then that means the portal potentially has access to miss. I need to have enough mana for 4, 6, 2. I need to have 12 mana. So we have 8. We don't have enough for 12 mana. So there's no way for us to play all 4 of this out. So I guess let's just go Ancient Prep. We'll have 8. Scorched Earth, Aloof. We already have a Minimorph. I guess we can just go double Minimorph because we know that we're never going to lose as long as we have Minimorph. We have enough for Poke plus Minimorph to stop a Pantheon. The problem is that the opponent has mana for both Pantheon and Barrows, right? Opponent has enough for both Pantheon and Barrows, which is a little bit concerning. Nora's gonna level up because of the Clock Flame plus whatever portal we get. We have plenty of blockers though. So we can Minimorph Barrows, for example. Which I think is probably gonna be more dangerous than the Pantheon. Right? So we pass, wait for a potential Pantheon. Technically the Barrows is not even that strong either, but I have to play around the Thermomancer's choice. Okay. We could just destroy the equipment. Pokestick. We have to Pokestick now, right? And if the opponent has another Spell Shield, then we can still block, right? If the opponent uses the Spell Shield, then they're still fine. Like, they could use the Spell Shield preemptively, but we still have a blocker here with the Sentinel, which means that we're okay. So we just block like this. And we still have many more for the Pantheon now, later on. Norway's about to level up, and we're gonna have Leviathan that will lock them down. So we will have the Leviathan to lock them down here shortly. Doesn't level up yet, huh? I mean, I guess we can attack, right? I guess we can attack with this. No reason to hold it back anymore. Start getting rid of their units. We're gonna have portals coming down anyways.
Hey, stop that.
If they have another Furious Wielder, do I care? Do I care? Do I care about Nora? I think we just go Leviathan, right? I think at this point Nora did her job. Baited out 2 Furious Wielders. We just play Leviathan and just gotta go from there. Gives us access to a third Swain. And now the opponent has to worry about Swain leveled up here. Pantheon is annoying, but the Pantheon gets punished because now I have the Leviathan to stun it, right? Because Swain is at 11, so... They do get the Spell Shield though, which is kind of annoying. Ironically, if they play an equipment on it, it ends up working out for us because then we can Minimorph it. So the only way that they have enough damage to actually kill us is by giving the Pantheon Fade right now, right? They have to trigger their Fade right now. But by triggering Fade right now, it just means that they're losing. They get stunned by the Levy because the first hit hits the Swain, the second hit stuns the Pantheon, and the opponent's locked down. They ended up hitting the Spell Shield, right? Spell Shield, Elusive, Quick Attack, Challenger. They had amazing keywords. Just... They tapped out of the way to deal with Levy, so that's why we didn't bother saving the Nora and using our signpost, because I needed to just play Levy to lock down the opponent, and then from now on, the Swing can just attack next turn and win the game from there. Opponent's gonna go like this. Do I want to let this happen? Do I want to let this happen? Can I actually even stop it? Because he does have an equipment here, right? They have the darking bow, so we can technically go like this, and that's enough to save us because he destroys the equipment. Alright, so that removes the Waller removes the spell shield, and the signpost destroys the Barrow's equipment, which means that the Pantheon goes back down to 1 less attack, only has 6. Actually, it doesn't matter because we destroy the equipment, opponent's not able to actually hit us, right? So, Oncologist, Blood for Blood, get another Leviathan, seal the deal. We still have access to Sentry as well. Yeah, because we destroyed the equipment, when you destroy the equipment, the Furious Wielder can no longer happen. Do I take that 4? I don't think I care about 4 damage. And that's their third Furious Wielder. Everything here gets done. Well, not everything, I guess. We just attack. This is Overwhelm and Fearsome. This is gonna damage the Pantheon, which will allow our Swain blocks to be able to kill Pantheon, but we don't need to kill it because the opponent is just locked down. But either way, it's lethal already, and opponent already used triple Furious Wielder. So then we need to have Unforgiving Cold here, which we discarded one of them earlier with Aloof Travelers. Okay, they also stopped the Overwhelm damage. I respect that. We can actually punish that by doing the Minimorph. Right? If we Minimorph this, it goes down to 3. Which lets the Overwhelm push damage, and then this is lethal. And that was their last momentous choice. That was the third one. Okay. A long game. A long game. But I feel like this deck has a lot of long games to that. I wish I could have seen the Nora level up. We were so close, but opponents never let the poor Nora actually see the level up. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Seraphine, Ezreal, Victor. We only played 1 Scorched Earth, so it's not like we have a ton of Scorched Earths that we could do. Nora is not really amazing here because Nora just gets punished by Mystic Shot. I like the Construct and I like the Portapalooza, right? The draw and the portals are going to be really good. The Aloof Travelers could be really good at just sniping their Bakali bar. So I think I really love that. Let's go Construct. There's a consideration that we should just save mana for Portapalooza instead of Construct. That way we do Portapalooza next turn, but I think next turn we can go for Conchologist instead and then open up. We don't have to play Aloof on turn 4, so actually we don't have to play Aloof on turn 4. Because the bar doesn't come down until turn 6, right? So we can always just wait and play the Portapalooza on turn 4 instead. Opponent's actually gonna give me the portal here, which is fine by me. Interesting. Gives me the portal. Huh. Second Conchologist. We play our own Conchologist. I want to get like a small ping that I can enable block with, like a group shot or Poke Stick would be nice. I don't like the Electro Harpoon. I like the Bouncing Bomb better. The Legionary Charge is kind of funny, but the problem is that it's only really drawing me into the Leviathan. Electro Harpoon feels bad. The Bouncing Bomb is a little bit too expensive, but I still like it. I think I still prefer the Bouncing Bomb. We're gonna go ahead and go for. We ended up getting. Yeah, let's still go ahead and do Portapalooza. We're gonna go for the Aloof next turn, like I talked about. This is gonna die, but I want to start getting a bunch of portals. Now, this is gonna die anyways, whether it's Poke Stick or anything else like that. Yeah, there we go. We have to. I guess we can actually play Aloof on our turn 6. We could play Aloof on our turn 6. I don't want to play Swain until he's leveled up because the Swain gets punished by the Head Splitterator, right? So he gets punished by the Head Splitterator if we play him with 6 HP. Okay, I might just play Aloof now though. Okay, that Bouncing Bomb is gonna be pretty nice now with the Powder Keg, huh? I guess it depends on what the opponent does here. If the opponent's just gonna go jump solo like this, if the opponent doesn't play a unit, okay. Oh wait, wait. They have 10 cards. We have to lose Traveler. He discards 2 cards that they're gonna have. So whatever they draw here, quicken, and they lose the back alley bar. Yeah, the moment that they kept 10 cards in their hand means that I could do this. It's very likely that the opponent has a second bar, by the way. So the opponent could have a second bar. If the opponent has a second bar, then I actually just want to develop. I just want to develop because I don't want to open attack and just, yeah, there you go. Opponent was going to have the second bar anyways. We could go like this. This is dealing 4 damage, right? Let the opponent commit a group shot or a pokey stick here if they want to. I think I'm fine with that. Caustic Rift, that's cool. Because what we can do now is that we can double flock, and that will get our Swain pretty close to leveling up, right? That's gonna be +4. Oh, they got the freaking thing. So maybe we don't do this anymore then. Yeah, maybe I don't care anymore. Maybe I just keep the flocks now to kill their Ezreals and their Seraphins. And we just play the Levy next turn and kind of go from there. I'm okay losing this Squire. I'm the Blade Twirler. I'm just gonna block with the Construct next turn anyways. And I ended up pushing 2 more damage. I think I'm fine with that because I just want to push. I just want to be able to get rid of the units. We have Minimorph to be able to stop an Ezreal from killing us on this, like, a burst speed. Sucks that the opponent entered with a second bar in their hand though. I definitely think I like the Levy this turn, because the opponent doesn't really have a great way to deal with the Levy this turn, right? And that's going to be 2 more damage to their face. Swain will slowly start working up the win condition. It's a sec. They gets a Trinket trade. Seraphine is going to be a 4. This is 5. This is 6. Still needs 3 more spells for Seraphine. We could kill her with double flock, for example, because we can go Sentry Flock. I do want to drop this Levy right now, though. I am concerned about Headsplitterator, right? Opponent could Headsplitterate and, like, Mystic Shot to kill the Levy. They know that I have the Minimorph now, so they can just pump that up, right? I still think... Yeah, I still think I have to just drop it. I think I just have to drop the Levy. And tell the opponent, if you have a way to remove this Levy, go ahead and do it. Right? It would have to be Group Shot plus Headspliterator. I guess Thermal plus Group Shot also does it. They're just gonna drop down the Seraphine there. Here, leveled up, I guess, right? They want to play the Seraphine. This is telling me that they want to play Seraphine soon. Oh, they just want to do the High Note. Okay, High Note into Thermal. High Note into Thermal. Right? What are you playing at? What are you playing at? We have enough mana next turn to play Swain, and I still have access to Sentry Flock, which I like a lot. Again, the problem with my Swain is what I keep talking about. The Headspliterator can kill the Swain. Oh, they just had the Headspliterator now. Okay. He got discounted by Jump Solo as well, so he ends up costing even less. We can still drop this Swain down. That's the first Swain. Tell the opponent you have to have a second Headspliterator. We have Sentry Flock for any other unit that they summon. We can flock the back alley Barkeep right now, but it doesn't matter because the opponent will always have access to the Cloud Stance. Do I even care about this? Do I even care about this? I don't think I do. I think I just press OK. I can always block it with the Construct and then block her next turn. It's a little bit awkward because we don't have a leveled up Swain yet. So I'm giving the opponent a lot of time. We get the second Levy. I am giving the opponent a lot of time. This is going to give us another Swain in our hand. So we're going to have all Swains in our hand. Nora's nowhere near leveled up yet. I guess she's going to level up pretty soon. If we play the Levy, we're tapping out of the Sentry. But we have Wallop plus Flock, which still does the same thing. So we can go Levy, Wallop, double Flock. kind of go from there. We have a mini-morph. There's a potential that the opponent's playing their own mini-morph too, right? So we go here, just block this. Like, I'm always thinking this block. I'm not sure what the opponent was thinking. I'm definitely playing the second levy here too. This is the card that they got from the back alley barkeep. So that's the only randomly generated card they have right now. And then I'm gonna go like this. You know I have a flock in my hand. Because you see me draw the second swing. So what is your play here? I don't need to block that back alley bar, right? I just need to block the harpy. I just need to, stun the harpy. I mean, flock the harpy. This gets me to 6. If I go for the second flock on the back alley bar, then that does mean a level of Swain, but I don't think it's necessary. I think I want to wait what the opponent does first. I want to see what they do first. Plane Spitter. That still kills you. I mean, you know I have this. You literally know I have this, so now the Swain is going to be leveled up. I have double flock. You know I have a Swain in my hand. So you have to have another way to save this. Second Signpost is not enough, because second Signpost is going to be 4. So you're going to bounce back the Signpost, which just gives me the flock back into my hand. So I still have a flock that I can play later. You still lose the Harpy. You still lose the back alley barkeep. Swain levels up now, because he's going to be 8, taking me to 10 out of 12. Plus the 2 from Levy is going to be 12. So you still lose the whole board. And don't accomplish anything. Alright, I respected trying to push that much damage, but if anything, the Flame Spitter needed to go on the Joro Squire, because you knew that I have another flock in my hand. Like, they could see that swing. That's what really confused me. Like, they could see that swing. Now, even if they get Seraphine, I guess Seraphine could be annoying. I mean, Ezreal can get mini-morphed right away. So I'm not dying to the Ezreal Burst Beast Seraphine shenanigans. No way! You can't.
Victory awaits.
Okay, so opponent can have a blocker here, right, for the swing, because they can buff up. They can buff up with the Cloud Stance, right? And I'm guessing that's what they're trying to go for. Do I ever go for Portapalooza first, see what we draw, and then attack? So they have to go for the Cloud Stance here, but it's still lethal because the Overwhelm is not an. The Overwhelm is enough to kill it. Because this is dealing an additional 2 damage. We can still play a second Swain if we need to. Don't even think I need to aloof right now, by the way, because opponent doesn't really have their champions. So they would like for me to aloof more than anything else. So I don't think it's necessary for me to aloof. They could have a stun or a mini-morph, I guess. But the second Swain makes me feel pretty confident about this. They could have their own Wallop, right? They could have their own Wallop and a Minimorph. Or a Minimorph, either one. I do like the fact that that I drew that Portapalooza though. I want to see if we can level up that Nora. And then when we draw her, opponent has to really use enough removal that I don't think they have a way to deal with the leveled up Nora. My concern with Aloof here is that it taps me out of Sentry Flock, so I think I want to be able to... opponent knows that I have both these cards, and I also have the Minimorph. Oh, Ezreal isn't even leveled up yet. Opponent didn't draw the Seraphine. We have another 2 Flock that the opponent doesn't know about, one of them being a Swain. And opponent has already used a lot of critical cards, right? The Obliterator to kill that first Levy was very critical. So you go, you live at 1, so you have to find a way to kill this Levy. We could have, like, you need to find a way to kill this Levy. Otherwise you lose. And you just use another Get It Side. You use a Get It Sided. You have a card here that you need to play. Because you discarded the Stress Testing. That was your second Caustic Rift. Oh, that was the... Okay, that's a good card to get. If there was any card that you could get from Stress Testing, Tantric is a good one. Tantric is a great one. So Do I flock? I mean, the opponent has to kill Levy, right? So it doesn't matter what I do here. Like, I don't have to do anything because the opponent is the one that needs to kill the Leviathan. Yeah, so let's see what you have, opponent. Let's see what you have. Thermal. So they do find a way. They'll find a way to kill our Levy. Because they tap out of mana, I think I'm okay to play Aloof here.
That's not ours.
I think I'm okay to play the Aloof here. They lose the Wallop. So let's see what the opponent decides to do here. I think at this point, opponent might be slow playing us a little bit, which is a little bit annoying. Hey, we even get a Pokestick. That's this. The Wording Stone is useless. We're already in mana. We're already in mana 10. I think opponent just gave up though, so GG's. And there we go. They ended up rage quitting after they didn't get their champions. Like
What is needed?
classic Seraphine Bar players, right? GG's. In this match, we're going against Nui. We're going against Nui playing Katarina Yasuo. Okay. I like the Minimorph. I don't know that I like the Swain, to be honest. I like the Minimorph for the Yasuo. I don't know that I like the Swain. I like the Portapalooza a lot. So I like the Construct, Group Shot. Let's give him the high. It's Nui, huh? Or Sunny. We can play Construct. Set up for the Portapalooza later.
Don't let the fluffy tails.
Yeah, let's just go here. We have the Minimorph for a Yasuo later on. We don't get the Scorch though, which is a little bit annoying. Let's set up the Conchologist. Blaze Edge? Blaze Edge is not bad. It's a cheap way to enable a Flock, right? Or a Disintegrate that the opponent's not aware of. If the opponent blocks with the Blade Twirler, we can also play like Group Shot, Pokestick, or anything like that. I'm still okay. This also lets me, for example, kill a Katarina. He actually took it, huh? I'm gonna pass. I don't need to do this now. I can do this next turn, right? So I don't need to rush it. Because now we also have Flock as a backup.
Let the bloodshed
Yeah, because now we can just go... We can Pokey. We can Pokey Blaze Edge. Let's Pokey Blaze Edge. That way I have access to Flock. Yeah, so he's gonna Twin. We're gonna let it go. We're gonna Flock this. And the opponent will need to have a second Twin to actually be able to get there. And if they have a second Twin, I'm gonna Group Shot the Blade Twirler. Nullify? Alright. They got the Nullify, so they got the level up Katarina. Which kind of sucks for us, but it's not game ending either. Alright, so it's not game ending either for them to have access to the leveled up Katarina. Because we do have a lot of value, and we also have the Minimorph. I am kind of, well, I say I have a lot of value, but that's not really true. I think opponent has access to the landmark, so I'm just gonna go like this and just push damage. That's actually not a bad hit, because it's gonna let us level up the Swain slowly. Yeah, we knew that the opponent was gonna have access to the stun, so that's why I didn't need to actually do anything against the stun. Now, the Yasuo is a little bit annoying. We have Nora. So the Yasuo is really the annoying part right now. We might have to just Minimorph that Yasuo right away. Because it is pushing a lot of... It's like the stuns are clearing my board and pushing a lot of damage early on. Opponent could have access to... Let's go like this. This is gonna slowly level up Swain. Do we Minimorph now, I guess? Do we Minimorph now? What if we don't? What if we Conchologist first? See if we get a good answer here. Wallop is not bad. Could let me stop like a lethal damage. We play the Nora. And then we Minimorph when the opponent tries to stun the Nora to keep her alive. So we'll Minimorph when the opponent tries to stun the Nora. Doesn't even stun the Nora. Kind of don't want this Katarina to hit me and get rid of my unit. So I'm gonna go like this before the Katarina comes down and stun my unit. So now Katarina comes down. They have access to the Blaze Edge. We can stun the Katarina with the Sentry. Opponent should probably play a second Yasuo. So Sunny should play a second Yasuo if they have it. I don't mind having that 3 portals now in my deck. Should be pretty nice.
No going.
Yeah, there you go. We're gonna Sentry. Just stop the Katarina from pushing damage right now. Because we can also stun her next turn, right? That way the opponent can open attack, but it's not gonna be like crazy. We trade. We have Death Hand plus Pokey Stick on the Katarina next turn. Opponent just gonna kill my blocker. Then the Ballistic Bug gets stunned. Then Katarina attacks again. Katarina is putting a lot of pressure. And I don't have Levy. I do have plenty of blockers, but I don't have Levy. Yeah, I guess we do have plenty of blockers. Yeah, we do have plenty of blockers, huh? Portapalooza is great. I think I'm gonna wallop that. I think I'm gonna wallop the Katarina. Just keep her on the field consistently. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wallop the Katarina. Just keep her on the field. We'll have access to the Portapalooza next turn, which should probably Portapalooza now. Don't want to lose this Nora though.
They're afraid. They should
Don't
be.
want to lose this Nora. Wait, this also gives me a spell mana at the start of every turn. That's not bad. Second stun. Let's wallop right now. Let's just wallop right now. I mean, I'm gonna do it anyways. Right? So, might as well do it right now. Might just go for... What is gonna actually... I might just drop the Swain now. This is probably the best time for me to play Swain. This is actually the best time for me to play Swain. No need to ever block that Sentry, because then I'm losing to a Flock. We get another unit. Oh, I'm sorry, Snooey. That feels bad. That kind of sucks. I high rolled the mask twice. I high rolled the Keeper of the Mask twice. This is gonna lose to a Flock, but I'm okay with that, by the way. I think I'm okay losing this to a Flock. Yes, I think I'm okay losing this to a Flock. I just need to be able to kill... I just need to be able to kill that Yasuo. Yasuo's gonna be a 5. This is... So this is gonna die to Flock. Actually, do I want this to die to a Flock? It's gonna get hit by the Yasuo anyways. Do I want this to die to a Flock? I'm gonna say okay. I'm gonna say okay and let him get it. And just enable the Portapalooza, but at first I want to actually kill this Yasuo. Yeah, because the thing is that Yasuo is gonna kill these guys, right? So I'm gonna start here with the Death Hand. I need to kill this Yasuo. I need to kill this Yasuo no matter what.
Let the bloodshed.
Okay, so Swain is gonna die anyways. Alright. That's actually awkward now, so I needed to do it right away. So that I wouldn't actually lose this. Because now I don't have a way to kill this Katarina. And the opponent still gets to stun me twice. I think we actually lose. I let them get the second Katarina value. And that might actually cost me the game now. I forgot about second Katarina. I needed to kill Yasuo right away. And bait out a deny. But the problem is that I'm never killing Yasuo. If the opponent has a concussive pump, for example, they can just kill one of my units. No, because I have 5 units, right? I have 5 units. Oh, whoa. Okay, so this Nora levels up. Really?
Ashes and stardust.
Really? Wow, are you kidding me?
Our time
Are you
is
kidding me?
over.
So I don't even get the portal? I don't get the portal, huh? I don't get the portal. Are you kidding me? Okay. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. I need to have one more unit for the group shot to actually be able to kill. The problem is that the group shot is not enough. The group shot is not enough. So it has to be the flock now. It has to be the flock that I play. The centipede would have been so nice earlier on. I don't have flock, so all I can do is this. This means that this gets done. Opponent still gets to play their stuff. We still have group shot, but we lose one unit here. So we lose one unit here because the Awakener gets hit. So the only way that I can actually survive this is gonna be group shot on the Yasuo. So it has to be group shot on the Yasuo and hope that the opponent doesn't have a way to answer this. And if the opponent has another flock, they win. I think it was a little bit unlucky. If the opponent has another flock, a deny, a twin, anything, I just lose. I still lose, I think, right? This is one. So this is one damage here. If the opponent has a second Yasuo, I think I'm still okay. I can block the Katarina, but then I just lose to the attack. I lose to the attack because my units get stunned. The double Yasuo, double Katarina just completely killed me. Yeah, the double Yasuo, double Katarina completely got me, huh? Well played, Snowy. That was well played. I think there's a couple lines I could have taken better, right? Like the last turn, me forgetting about the second Katarina coming down and stunning my board was a big deal. I needed to just commit to killing the Yasuo right away with the Death Hand plus the group shot, right? So GG's. In this match, we're going against Aatrox Bane, so the massive version. We do have a lot of obviously control tools to be able to actually kind of beat their stuff. I like the Portapalooza a lot. I like the Sentry a lot as well, but just one of them. I want to see if I can get the flock, right? Because there is a way that we can kill their Bane. We don't get the flock. We do have the Portapalooza though, which is I think is really nice. We can wait. I don't like doing the group shot here. It's probably correct to do it, but I want to see if the opponent commits like an equipment on it. Yeah. Still don't know if it's correct. I guess let's go ahead and slam it now. Opponent could have catch now, right? To punish this. Yeah, let's go ahead and slam it now. We're gonna have to go for the group shot. What? Wait, what? Conservator? What? Sucks that we don't have flock, right? Because now the opponent has free reign to bring out their Bane. I like the draw here with the Portapalooza. Also gives me blockers for later. We didn't draw the first portal. Yeah, that's their Bane. He also gives us the draw so that we could actually draw into our flock. There we go. That's not bad. Opponent cannot attack with Bane anymore. We probably save Aloof for when we see Aatrox be in their hand, right? Opponent hasn't used a single equipment yet. Opponent hasn't used a single piece of equipment yet. So they're still pretty far away from Aatrox. Okay, so this doesn't count for Aatrox, right? So because the opponent is actually equipping it with the spell. The only thing here that's annoying would be the Darkening Aegis. Everything else we can block and then Poke Stick her, for example. Opponent probably just also playing around Flock now. I'm gonna put it on a different unit. No. Okay, so if it's not the Darkening Aegis, Darkening Staff. What am I playing against?
You'll drown here.
What am I playing against? What? Darkening Staff, Conservator? Am I getting baited here? What? Opponent gets to replay the Darkening Staff on their Elkin now? Because they equipped it with the Tumble, right? So it doesn't count as being played this turn. So they can play the Darkening Staff on the Elkin. Or the Wolf Dog. Okay. I'm so confused. I think it's worth it to block here. Set this up for a potential block or a second Poke Stick, etc. I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit scared that I kind of don't have a lot of units, right? We can play for the second Portapalooza, and if the opponent has a rally, I'm in trouble. Okay, we get the Conchologist at least. Let's pass first. We get Conchologist to have a blocker. Opponent gets a second Bane. Alright, so we need to play Conchologist. We need to play Conchologist. The Brutal Skirmish is kind of cute. But this is also really good, no? Because we're gonna have the portals activating. So this is gonna deal 3. The problem that I have here, why attack with him? Why do the Wolf Dog? You could have done it with Bane and I wouldn't have been able to sacrifice into the Wolf Dog. Opponent wanted the extra mana jam. Now that's only 1. This is gonna be trigger number 2 towards Aatrox. We can play Aloof Travelers and still have mana for the Puff Cap, right? And get potentially a portal. I need to get a blocker here. And we get 1. We get the Wolf Dog. Gives the opponent a unit, which kind of sucks for us. If it's Aatrox, we might just straight up Minimorph. We don't have Flock, and it's killing me, right? Like, no Flock is actually so brutal. Let's go Aloof Travelers. We get Poke Stick. We get a second one. Opponent loses their Condemn, and that's their 3rd Bane. So that was their 3rd Bane. What is happening? This is trigger, by the way, so we can actually kill the Broadwind. We can kill the Broadwind, sacrifice the Aloof Travelers. And then this will buffer the Stalking Wolf to kill the Bane. Potentially. Yeah, so we go like this. Opponent needs to have another unit now. So opponent needs to have another unit now. Do we actually sacrifice? If the opponent goes like this, I think I'd rather just not take any damage, right? We can always just Poke Stick the Bane. So we can always just Poke Stick the Bane instead. Opponent gets 1 extra mana gem here, which is the scary part. We don't have any more portals. We can play Swain and get the Flock, right? So we can play Swain, which gives me access to Flock.
The feud for the men.
We still have Poke Stick and we have Flock now. And then we can start working on the Leviathan. I did forget that I got Double Swain, right? The Double Swain does give us access to the Flock that we've been looking for. I'm surprised that the opponent hasn't been attacking with the Conservator. Because I feel like attacking with the Conservator makes the most sense. I'm okay letting this go. And just blocking with Swain. And then I'm gonna attack like this. I'm gonna attack like this. Even losing my Aloof Travelers in the process. Okay, opponent's just gonna give us the Bane then, right? That's their 3rd Bane. I'm okay losing the Swain. I guess I give them this. I'm okay losing the Swain. You know, the funny thing is that that counts towards the strike. So I can actually level up Swain here. So one thing you need to know is that single combat counts as non-combat damage towards the Swain level up. So the opponent just let us level up Swain. Because we killed the Bane, dealing 4. Then the single combat deals the last 3, because Swain is dealing the 3 damage. And now Swain gets overwhelmed and clears the opponent's full board. What a disaster. What a disaster. Oh my goodness. At least they get a random spell, right? At least they get a random spell to make a comeback. They don't have Aatrox in their hand yet because they haven't played the Darkening Staff 3 times. They only played it 2 times. Unless they top deck the Aatrox, I think I'm fine. Of course, they top deck the Aatrox. We can go Levy. if the opponent attacks, we'll have a flock to be able to actually kill this Aatrox. Yeah, and I think they know, because they can see the flock, right? So they can see the flock. The World Ender is at 8. So I'm not too concerned. Ironically, what they could do is that they could play the Darkened Staff. They could also just... if they have a second Aatrox in there... Oh, just Fish Fight? Okay, that also works, right? Because now they can actually get the second Aatrox in their hand. If they play any of these Darkin equipment, they get a second Aatrox in their hand, and we're going to have to play around that strike for the rest of the game. We do have Minimorph. So we do have the Minimorph, which is nice. Why not play any equipment? Oh my goodness, now you're taking 10 damage here. You have to block. You have to block, because, like... And then we're just going to Poke-Stick it so that you don't even get a hit to reduce your world. I guess you will get the hit. But I'm going to just Poke-Stick it right now so that you don't get a chance to actually summon, like, attach an equipment to it. So now they lose the Aatrox. So they lose the Aatrox. Warmother is cold! I absolutely love it, opponent. I absolutely love it. I respect it. I respect it so much. Oh my god. Let's go Concologist, see if we can find something that we can use. I like the stress defense. Everything here gets buffed, so our Swain is gonna be 5-8 now. Yeah, unfortunately your units get stunned, so the Warmother Skull doesn't do anything. You have to play Darkin Blade into World Ender, right? Yeah, we don't have a way to actually stop the World Ender. What we can do though is that if the opponent plays the Darkin Blade, I guess we don't have a way to stop it, right? The opponent might be looking to attach something to the Wolf Dog too. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Okay, so they play the Darkin Blade here. They are gonna get Aatrox, and I think we just have to just Minimorph the Aatrox and just go like that. Yeah, I think the best way is for us to make, because I think discarding the World Ender doesn't really matter. Like, I think we just let them have it. We just let them have it. They're gonna play the Boltcox. But we have access to a lot of ways to stop this. I guess we can flock it, right? It is stunned. It is stunned, so we can actually flock it. Opponent instead went for Istaratu, so we can actually just go Sentry, Levy, win the game. Yeah, opponent probably expected that we have a flock, so we can actually kill this because the flock just kills it. We play second Levy. We push a ton of damage. Opponent gets Warmother Skull, but everything still gets stunned. Boom, 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 boom. I can't believe they're actually playing so many weird cards. Playing Darkin Staff, playing Makeshift Conservator. Unfortunately, they didn't get the equipment early to actually get their Aatrox early, which ended up punishing them in the end. So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Aatrox Kane. Captain Steve Rogers. Man, I didn't know the Avengers were playing LOR. I love the Death Hand. I love the Death Hand. I don't think I love the Flock. The Minimorph might be a little bit too early. I want to see if I can get some early stuff. The Death Hand is nice because I can get rid of their units early on. The Young Construct is really nice as well. Yeah, because I can... Question is, do I slam the Death Hand on this Bakai right away? I don't know that I do. I think I like going for Construct. Right? Let the opponent get their equipment here if they want to. I think I like going for the Construct. Settle for a Porch of... I'm gonna pass. We have Nora. Looming Cultist. Now this is one that I want to Death Hand, right? So I don't want that to get elusive. Because I want to be able to play Nora and push damage with Nora. So now the opponent plays the equipment here. There we go. We're gonna sacrifice the Junk Construct. That's okay. We're gonna start getting the portals in our deck. My concern here is that if I play Nora, opponent could have access to Furious Wilder. If they have access to Furious Wilder, am I okay with that? I think I have to be okay with this. Eating up the Furious Wilder here would have been better. Unfortunately, the opponent ended up with a second Cultist, so that is a little bit annoying. Second Cultist is definitely very annoying. We can Portapalooza though, and eventually find an answer for this Cultist. Opponent also has a Cane. I should have just attacked. I guess we have to Disintegrate. We have to Disintegrate to kill the Cane. So I don't think I'm that scared of the Cane. Yeah, I don't think I'm that scared of the Cane, right? We can kill the Cane here. So even if the opponent plays Cane,
The undoing draws near.
Yes, yours.
I don't want the opponent to pass back on me. I don't want the opponent to pass back on me. So I like doing it here. Oh, that's actually such a high roll, by the way. This Nova is already at 4. We could Group Shot. Oh, this is so interesting, right? Because I could kill this Brooming Cultist. I'm still losing the Nora, though. I think we have to let the Nora... I think I killed both, right? I think I killed the Cultist and the Cane.
Serve me, Ross. Be still.
Like, can I afford to save this Nora? Is my question. Can I afford to save this Nora? I think I'm just gonna go like this. I think I'm just gonna kill both units. I think I'm just gonna kill both units and keep their board really small. I'm okay with that, right? We bait out the Momentous Choice this early. We still push the 2 damage. This Cane still dies. The elusive is gonna become a problem, though. The elusive is gonna become a problem. So I need to be a little bit careful about that. We can drop down the Swain here.
To see what others cannot.
Opponent already used 1 Momentous Choice, so they will have to have Momentous Choice plus another Momentous Choice plus a Furious Wielder to kill this Swain. And then risk losing to like potential Flock, right? We cannot attack here. Opponent could put the Darkened Scythe on the Defector, which gives them a lot of value, or they could put that. Now they have Aatrox too. I might just play the Levy. Okay, I might just play the Scourge Sheriff instead. Yeah. I was gonna say, maybe I play the Levy, but I think the Scourge Sheriff is also just as good. Actually, is that true? I might just slam this Levy down. Because it gives me access to the Flock, right?
You don't scare me.
I think I'm okay doing it like this. Play Levy, gives me access to the Flock, so we can always kill this Defector anytime that we want. Yeah. Don't need to do it now, right? The opponent's gonna World Ender. Yada yada yada. It's gonna be 8 mana, right? So they will have enough for World Ender. They will have enough for World Ender, huh? But we just gonna level up Swain. Problem is that the opponent can easily kill... Opponent can easily kill this Swain, right? If I tap out of the Swain here. What if we pass? That's the biggest mistake you can do. Please, please do it. Please do it. If they do this, we win the game. Because we can Flock, second Levy, and we lock them down. Please do it. I love you, opponent. I absolutely love you. I absolutely love you. We Flock here, right? That gets rid of this Defector before it can turn into an Anaka. This also puts the Swain to 11. We play Levy. The first Levy levels up the Swain. The next 3 Levy hits are going to stun, and stun whatever unit the opponent summons here. And anything they summon, we can stop it with the Sentry. I guess opponent could still have that second Aatrox, but we still have another Swain that's going to be in our hand.
These lands to their knees.
Opponent could still have the second Aatrox, which lets them like pull damage. I mean, why even bother with the Yoral? All three get stunned. I guess okay. The Yoral doesn't get stunned. I was 1 off. I thought I was at 11 at 12. I was actually at 10 at 12. But we still stun the Aatrox and the Solani. We have Minimorph now. We have Sentry. We're stunning 4 units next turn. So we just go like this. Sentry stun the Anaka. Because the Anaka is bringing up another unit. You know I have another Swain in my hand, so even if you kill this Swain, it's not gonna matter.
I will take this power in my lady's name.
I can let them kill this Swain if they want to. Because what I'm scared of is that if I tap out and opponent has a second Aatrox, because this is gonna go up to 6. Like if the opponent has a second Aatrox and kills my Swain, I'm in trouble. If they go like this and kill the, like they need momentous choice. They need to have exactly momentous choice to kill this Levy. And they don't have it. Everything gets stunned. We go here. We have Minimorph as a backup, and this should win us the game.
Easy prey.
Freeze. Needs to have a second freeze. Doesn't have the second freeze. I was thinking maybe with Minimorph, but honestly, with triple Levy on the field, I don't think we need to Minimorph. We don't even die to the Aatrox anymore because we have the Scourge Sheriff. The Levies by themselves finish up the game. And we have the Scourge Sheriff to kill an Aatrox if the opponent tries to single combat Aatrox strike any of my Levies. That World Ender that they played was literally game ending for them. It was world ending for them. Because you always take that pass. I'm literally have full mana. I can play another Levy anytime that I want. You absolutely always take that pass. So, GG's. Hey, welcome back everybody. So, hope you enjoyed today's games. We got to beat Aatrox twice. Granted, one of those Aatrox decks was a pretty weird Aatrox Bane deck with Volcards out of everything. But you also saw us losing against Nui, right? Against Sunny. And it's very tough because they have so many stuns. But I think there were some lines that I definitely could play. The problem is that Ionia, like the Nullify, right? The Nullify that allowed Sunny to level up the Katarina completely changed the game. The Nullify and the Twin just saved them and stopped me from being able to actually stop the Katarina from actually attacking. So it is tough against kind of like Ionia decks like that, because Ionia also potentially has access to like Will of Ionia or Homecoming to bounce back your Leviathan. So I think this deck struggles against Ionia, but fortunately Ionia is not that popular in the meta right now. Instead, you have like all these Aatrox decks or all these Seraphine decks, which I think this deck does very well against. You can Minimorph an Ezreal as soon as he comes down, even if the opponent has Ezreal and Seraphine in the board, stopping them from actually being able to burst speed kill you. You can Scourge Sheriff their back alley bar or just hit it with a Luke Travelers, and that's why I end up just going in one Scourge Sheriff. And similarly, you can do the same thing to like the Aatrox sets. You can Wallop them, you can Minimorph them, you can lock them down with Swain Levy eventually, and you even have the Century to be able to kill them as well. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you play patient with this deck, you end up winning. Even if I made a few misplays in this video, it's because this deck can have a lot of decision points. So just kind of keep that in mind. But anyways, in terms of mulligan, I do like to go for the portals early. So I'm looking for Nora, I'm looking for my Junk Construct, and I'm looking for Portapalooza. As I talked to Rattling Bones about this deck, he mentioned how important Portapalooza is. So I think that's actually a good point. You want to keep that Portapalooza in your hand most of the time because it lets you those portals and also lets you draw a card. And Nora obviously just puts a lot of value early on. I probably wouldn't keep her against PNC because of the Mystic Shot, but against every other matchup, I think it's worth to keep Nora and the Junk Construct as well. So I start with the early units with my portals and then transition to a Leviathan Swain game plan if I was you and was looking too hard to mulligan in this deck. And anyways, that's enough for me for today. Hope you enjoyed today's games, and if you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post a lot of videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch and Twisted Tummy. We stream every now and then, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.